Hey, what is going on, Sagittarius? This is Chris Anthony coming at you live once again. And this is going to be your general reading for December 1st through 15th. Sagittarius, what's up? Happy birthday. To all of my Sagittarius out there, gang, what's happening? I am Sagittarius rising, so I get you, I got you, we good. You feel me? This is going to be your general reading, so for those of you that feel that this resonates with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment, just to let me know that you felt the reading and it was a match for what you're kind of dealing with or going through or going to be dealing with. If it doesn't resonate with you, then I'll catch you on the next go around, and we're going to get right into the reading. So I'm feeling great energies for you guys, Sagittarius. Moving forward in your birthday month, it's looking like the universe is surrounding you. Definitely in your present energies, you have 3 major arcana. So that's what's happening. You got universal support, so it should be a good month for y'all. Let's see what's happening. So right here, this is going to be your present energy that we're starting off with right here. And then after that, we're going to get into your futuristic energies going into mid-month and the end of December. So let's start at the beginning. Crowning your reading, Sagittarius, we have the Star card, which makes sense with it being your birthday month. It's your time to shine. This crowning your reading is just the overall energy that you're going to be feeling. The Star card or the Star energy is kind of like that energy that represents the way you shine, the way you present yourself to the public, the way you're carrying yourself, the confidence that you're having. When it comes down to the way people see you this month. The Star card also represents a wish or a dream coming true. So you could be wishing upon a star. You could be having a wish that you want to be fulfilled that could be coming around this month for you, especially with it being your birthday month. We all know that the universe likes to shower us with blessings or shower us with just things that we've kind of been working towards or wishing for. A lot of times we'll see ourselves getting it in our birthday months. It's kind of like having your return, your yearly return on everything that you worked for coming through on your birthday month. And if it doesn't come through on your birthday month, then it usually comes through on your second, your full moon or something like that. When the full moon comes and it's in Sagittarius. I don't know astrology that much, but a lot of blessings come during your birthday month. A lot of, new releases, a lot of downloads, upgrades come during the time that the sun was in your constellation. We know how it goes. So the Star card represents that happening for you, Sagittarius. With that being, above everything else, that's going to be at the forefront. You shining. Pretty much you're going to have a natural glow to you this month. I believe you're taking on that confident energy that only a Sagittarius can have in a Sagittarian way. I know about it. Like, Sagittarius are very attractive. With Sagittarius being my rising sign, I think that's how I attract most people in that I do, because your rising sign is the way that people view you and see you. I'm a Pisces sun, so that's my more laid-back sign a little bit, but the Sagittarius rising that I have is what I think makes me more attractive to people, or makes people want to, kind of like gravitate to me whenever they do. So this is going to be your gravitational pull that you have this month, Sagittarius, is that star energy that you're taking on. And like I said, for some of you other people, it could be just a wish that you want to come true that could be coming your way, a surprise wish that maybe you wished a long time ago could be being showered upon you. For other you guys, it could be that you're dealing with an Aquarius, because that is a sign for Aquarius also. But I think you're just taking on that star energy. You are the star player VIP this month. Right under that, we have other major arcanas, the Sun energy, Temperance, and then the Ten of Wands. So the Temperance energy being in the middle of your energies coming through, I believe this is representing the amount of balance that you're gaining this month. The Temperance speaks about balance. It speaks about you having control or balance of your inner world and that affecting your outer world. If you can see the angel, he or she has his foot inside of the water, which represents your emotions. he's also pouring water back and forth between the two cups. So this is an emotional card that represents emotional balance. I like to say that this is the balance of your inner world. And once you have your inner world balanced out, then you have the effect of that is your outer world reflecting what you feel inside. So definitely that's probably why you're going to be shining this month. Also with the star card, you can see the water also, which has to do with your emotions. So the star card and the temperance card is tapping into your emotional side, your emotional nature, and you actually showing that off this month. A lot of times I know some Sagittarius can be closed off when it comes down to their emotions, or keeping their emotions underneath, underneath everything, not sharing that with everybody. But I think the sides of your emotions that people love to see and that you share freely, you're going to be doing that in rare form this month, going into December. Only because you have another level of balance, another level of temperance that you've gained, probably through some lessons that you've learned. The Ten of Wands is representing the completion of a cycle, the completion of some burdens that you could have been carrying for a while. And you get into the point where you can let those burdens go. You can drop those burdens because you're completing a cycle. So you've been putting some hard work in towards something. This could have been towards the balancing of your emotions. It could have been towards something that you've been working on that you kind of want to present to the world, or just like your internal world. That's what I believe it has to do with. And a lot of times when we're working on ourselves, when we're doing that shadow work, or we're developing as a person, you're evolving as a spiritual being, it feels like this a lot of times. Like you feel like you're carrying burdens that you don't even know where you got them from. They could be from past lives. They could be karma that you have to clear up and wrap up. The Ten of Wands is the signal of a wrapping up of a karmic cycle, though. So definitely with your birthday being this month, this could be a completion of a karmic cycle that you've been dealing with. I know that in a lot of my readings, especially last month, I had a lot of signs wrapping up karmic cycles. Dealing with karma, wrapping it up, ending it, so you can stop that karmic wheel from continuing to have you repeating the same cycles. Usually when you do the work, like this card suggests right here, you put in that work that's kind of like burdensome. It's kind of like hard to do, doing the stuff that nobody else wants to do, but it has to be done by somebody. When you do that, and you do that internally inside of your own world, then you get another level of balance. And you get a level of completion with that. So the Ten of Wands showing you completed something having to do with your emotional balance, your inner world. After that, it's all sunshine. Like you already shining from the inside, your inner star, your star power is shining. And then on top of that, you have the universal energy of the sun shining upon you. Now the sun represents a whole nother level of awareness, a level of awakening. It represents positivity, optimism. So you're taking on a more optimistic approach, looking forward in life, looking forward to the future. Definitely if you wrapped up a karmic cycle that was kind of hard for you to deal with, but you reap the karmic rewards, which is this universal energy bringing balance into your inner world and your outer world. With the sun being here, you're able to have another level of clarity, looking out, on the things that surround you. You're able to see more clear than you were before. Let's say if you were in the moon energy before, the sun brings a whole nother level of awareness and perceptiveness, if that is a word. Perception, let's say perception. So Sagittarius, the sun is definitely shining on you for your birthday month, with that being another major arcana. Like I said, you have support from the universe coming in. And with all these universal energies kind of doing work for you, maybe you could be feeling like you want to rest, especially after this Ten of Wands energy that you could have been in the past. Especially with the holidays being this month and with your birthday being this month, you may just want to get away and relax and have some R&R. So the Four of Swords right here is representing, Four of Swords represents that relaxation. Like you just leaning back, taking some time off, recollecting, you know, taking it all in. This is the end of the year also, so a lot of people at the end of the year, because it is the holiday season and because it's just the end of the year, you kind of kick back a little bit and think about the whole year, think about what you've accomplished, you know, what you did right, what you did wrong, the things you want to change moving forward. This is the time that you're taking to do that. So in the first 2 weeks of December, you could just be in a mode where you're kind of chilling back a little bit and resting up, you know, especially with these great energies that you're going to be feeling surrounding you, these universal energies, this completion that you're finishing up. You're definitely going to feel like you want to just chill out and rest a little bit, you know, because you have completed some big cycle is what I'm feeling, especially because this 10 of Wands is the completion, and then all these different universal energies is just kind of like they're rewarding you for completing this hard task that you've had. So some of you guys have been dealing with some type of hard thing that you thought would never end. You could still be dealing with it now, but I think in the month of December, you're going to start to see those burdens lift, and you're going to see the rewards of all the work. You're starting to see, you know, it's kind of like you've been in the gym lifting weights, but it hasn't been, you know, physical weights. It could have been emotional weights. It could have been just all these heavy thoughts or just situations that required you to really exert yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically even. And because you went the extra mile to complete that hard task, you're just going to see all the results of it. Somebody that stays in the gym all day, every day for a long time, let's just say 10 months. Let's say you've been going through this thing for 10 months. When that person gets out of the gym, the results are there. Nobody has to ask them or wonder if they have been lifting. Like, they're just going to they're going to show it. Like, it's going to be here. They're going to be shining. So this is kind of what's going on with you. I think you've been going through a whole phase where you had an extra heavy burden placed on you, and you had that kind of like, why me deal going on? Why do I always have to lift the heavy things? Why is this always happening to me in my life? But it's only because you want the results out of it, you know. And you're going to be able to appreciate those results, I believe, in this month of December. In your birthday month, you're going to be able to see like, hey, I see why I had to go through this, because I get all these blessings that come along with it. I get emotional balance, the balance of my inner world, you know, affecting my outer world. I get the sun energy, you know, that gives me a boost, a high level of optimism and positivity and awareness and clarity in every situation. And I'm shining like the star. I have that star energy, you know, shining from within and affecting your outer world. So I'm liking what I'm seeing, Sagittarius. Like, and if all those great energies just make you want to kind of like kick back and sip some Mai Tais, you know, kick your feet up, then do that. You feel me? It's your birthday. Get you some rest. Definitely. So let's see what's happening with your future energies. I think the present energies for you are like dope. I didn't even have to clarify any of this. It's just like there, like it gets no better. So for your future energies, Sagittarius, we have the King of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Pentacles, and then we have the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. So let's start with the King of Pentacles. This could be an energy that you're taking on. Since this is your reading, Sagittarius, this could be like a more balanced energy that you're taking on when it comes down to your finances. The King of Pentacles has come to a place where he has garnered financial success, you know, material wealth, material balance, financial balance. So this could be a place that you're seeing for yourself in the future, or something that you're working on this year. You could have been working hard on your finances. This could have been what could have been so burdensome for you, is kind of like trying to transform your finances, get into a place where you're more stable with your finances, and not only a place of being stable, but a place of being abundant, because the King of Pentacles is abundance when it comes down to your finances and your material wealth, the things that you have to show for yourself with all of the work that you put in. Sorry, I can't talk right now, but all the work that you have been putting in, you're starting to see the results. Like I said, once again, the King of Pentacles sees the results of his labor. He has his pentacle in his hand. You know, he has the scepter in his other hand, showing his level of power. And as you can see, he's at rest. Like, he doesn't have a care in the world when it comes down to how much he's flourishing. All of those vines that are kind of in the green leaves that are on his garments and around his throne shows how much he's flourishing. So some of you guys are starting to begin to flourish. You know, coming towards the end of the month, going into the new year, you're going to see some of your finances starting to flourish in a way that you can kind of chill out and not have to go so hard. You know, some things are going to be able to start running on autopilot when it comes down to your finances, only because you've already been putting the work in. So congratulations for that. Right up under that, you got the 10 of Pentacles, which represents what I was just talking about, stability and abundance and material wealth. But not only that, but it represents your relationships also being abundant, the people that are around you. This I like to call the vision board card. This is kind of like the vision that you have for your future, what you want to achieve. When somebody makes a vision board, they kind of paint out their ideal life, like what will make them happy, what will make them feel fulfilled and successful. So with this being in your future energy, this is the energy that's coming towards you, that you're going to be feeling, you know, the fulfillment of those things. And like I said, you got some wishes coming true with that star card right there. So you could definitely be seeing some of your visions coming into fruition. Some of those ideas that you have for yourself and for your future coming into real life now. This could be the season of your harvest, where all those seeds you planted, all that work you did in the past is kind of bringing about the happiness, the fulfillment that you want in real life. So let's go, Major. Right below that, we got a card that just popped in here out of nowhere, the 5 of Wands. So 5 of Wands represents competition. It represents, you know, some fighting, some bickering, petty fighting that could be going on. So if this is happening around you, especially for this month, you know, it's only a 5 of Wands, so it's not major energy. I think anything that's like this, if you're surrounded by people that are kind of making you get into a place of a petty argument or petty bickering, it's going to be trumped with all these other universal energies that you have around here, because these major arcanas are not even about to be playing with that. So if this is happening, this could be some people that may be jealous of how good you're shining. Like, because when Sagittarius, when they shine, they shine. And so maybe going into the end of December, you could be having some petty arguments, or some people could be wanting to kind of get you in that mode so that you can, you know, turn your shine down a little bit, turn your light down a little bit, but don't fall for that trap. I don't think this is going to be a big issue for you this month. But if you're dealing with it, you know, it could be just some things trying to spring up only because you're having so much success in your life. You know, you're shining, you're starting to see the fruits of your labor come about. You're starting to see the results of all the work you're putting in coming to fruition. So, of course, you're going to have some haters. You know, they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. So these people could just be those petty haters that are not shining like you are. They see you shining, and it's kind of like they're wanting to bait you into some type of argument or trigger you. So the 5 of Swords to me represents you being triggered, you know, from certain. This could be some healthy triggering that could be happening too. Definitely, because you're wrapping up a cycle. So if you're still being triggered by little small things that some people bring to your doorstep, or little things that happen in life that kind of trigger you, it's kind of good to get those things up to the surface sometimes, confront them, and then move right along. Because like I said, the major arcana energies that you have are not going to be, you know, even regarding such small energies like the 5 of Wands. So I'm not staying on that for long. Right after that, we have the 7 of Pentacles. So 7 of Pentacles being right underneath the 5 of Wands. You know, the 7 of Pentacles represents somebody that's waiting for their, their fruits to come into fruition. They're waiting for their seeds they planted to start blooming into fruit so they can benefit from it. So Sagittarius, this is kind of you just kind of feeling like you're losing patience for waiting on some of the things that you've been waiting for in your life. But once again, this is another card that's you're going to see a change happen around this energy, only because these other major arcana energies that are coming in. Like the sunshine has to do with growth. The sun makes things grow within you that have been planted or have been laying dormant, and they come to the surface because the sun brings in that light that creates that whole level of what do they even call it? I skipped science class for that, but when the plants receive sunlight from the sun, it's like a whole process that happens, and then they get watered, and then they get fed by the water, and then the soil, I forgot what it's called. It's not popping in my mind, but with you waiting for that whole process to take place, I think your wait is about to be over, coming into the end of the year and going into the new year 2019. Definitely with your birthday month here, I think you're going to start to see some movement happen for the things that you've been patiently waiting on. And this person right here has been patiently waiting and working at the same time and carrying burdens. So you could definitely feel like, my time is never going to come. I'm never going to have that, that win energy around me or that success energy, because this thing is taking too long. You're almost feeling like you wanting to give up. But hang in there, Sagittarius, definitely, because it's starting to be something opening up for you. That Temperance is coming in, so you're not going to feel out of balance like this anymore. The sunshine is coming in, so you're going to start to see some growth. Look at those, the sunflowers behind that. My mother's Sagittarius, and her favorite flower is the sunflower. So what's up? I think that's a Sagittarius thing in my mind anyway. So, but that also represents that growth. So those sunflowers that are growing behind you right here with that sun energy are the same, sunflower seeds that you were looking at and wasn't doing anything. It wasn't growing only because the time hadn't come yet for those flowers to bloom. But now it seems like you are in season for the things that you're planted. It's being watered by the universe. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to come up from the, from behind the scenes, from being a wallflower, and shine. Like with the star card being at the top of your reading, the crown of your energy, I think it's definitely time for you to be the one that steps out and shines, and people are going to be looking towards. And it's your birthday month, so definitely you got that confidence to shine. If you don't have it right now, Sagittarius, you're going to start to feel those boosts from the energies. These major arcana energies are going to be pushing you to kind of like step out there and take on that star energy. Even if you have to rest in between, and rest up from all this work that you've been doing, because you have had quite a journey when it comes down to the Ten of Pentacles, but you completed it, and now it's just time for you to come out for your coronation and let's go, be crowned. So yeah, with your card that was under the deck, you have the Empress card. So definitely, once again, this is you shining. The Empress is the creative mother energy of the tarot. This is representing fertility, spirituality, you being artistic, you being intuitive. All those energies are what you're taking on, and also you being nurturing. So you're taking on a nurturing energy. This is just under your spread. So all that matches with all these other energies that we have. The Empress is one of the most attractive energies that are in the tarot and the major arcana. And once again, that's another major arcana that you have. So you're definitely being supported by these energies. Sagittarius coming in for you. I hope you have a happy birthday, and a happy month in December, closing out the year for us, Sagittarius. And yeah, if you liked and this reading resonated with you, like, share, subscribe, comment, like I always say, to let me know that that the reading resonated with you, and let me know that you're watching. And I will be back mid-month, Sagittarius. I'm probably going to be back with a mid-month reading. If I come back before then I'll let you know by notifying you if you subscribe to the channel. And I'm out. Later.